Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Now this is the global version. You can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one, $480. Now on the side note, they do have a Chinese version that's available on GizTop for $300, but this one is a little bit different. This one has a slightly bigger battery, but it doesn't have the 200 megapixel camera, has the 50 megapixel camera. All right, let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White shoes?
I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Okay, Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G global version. Now you can find this on Amazon for $480. Now I'm gonna get right to the point. Would I buy this phone right now for $480? The answer is no. Definitely not. If you love Redmi, I shout out to the People's Republic of Real Men Redmi. If you love Redmi phones, this is one of those times that I highly recommend getting the Chinese version. Save some money. This one right here, this is a mid phone. All right, it's definitely mid. And I gotta quote Jay-Z on this one. If you got enough money for the 5, why not the 6? Okay, $500 on this? No. There's a lot of other choices, and we got to talk about that real quick. First of all, this is one of my favorite phones, okay, the Moto G Stylus 2024. You could find this on Amazon for $250. Better phone in my opinion. You got the CMF phone, $280. Better phone in my opinion. Cheaper. But if you want mid-range pricing, instead of spending this $500, basically, add an extra $100 and get a OnePlus 13 or get an Oppo Find X8. Way better phones. The OnePlus 13, this is probably one of my favorite phones of the year so far. We'll talk more about that in a minute. All right, so let's unbox this and I'll talk about the things that I don't like. Matter of fact, let me tell you right now. First of all, there's no wireless charge. Okay, no always on display. And my biggest gripe with this phone, it has a lot of lag. Now, lag in 2025 is unacceptable. Now, I know what you're going to say, but this phone has the 200 megapixel camera. That's the same as the Galaxy. No, okay? No, it's not the same. Y'all ever seen on TikTok, there's a funny reel going around. It's kind of cringy, but it's a light-skinned dude, and he's talking in the car trying to look sexy. And he said, your man be up in the hibachi spot, letting the chef throw meat in his mouth. We are not the same. Basically, that's kind of cringy, but look, the Galaxy 200 megapixel camera and this 200 megapixel camera, they are not the same. They are not the same. And we got to snap out of that habit of reading specs on paper and thinking that it translates into the real world. It doesn't work like that. Okay? This camera is mid. Let's unbox it real quick. Now, as far as the presentation, now I'm going into this with an open mind. I'm not saying I hate the phone, but it's just not my cup of tea. It's just not. Okay, presentation-wise though, nothing to complain about. Nice white box. Y'all know I like that. Giggity. Okay, let's see. Redmi. Now this is a subdivision of Xiaomi. Okay, shout out to the Xiaomi warlords. There's your SIM ejection tool. Usual books and shit. And out of respect, I do gotta say, out of respect for my man Xi Jinping, I love how they do throw the case in the box. Nice little, silicone case. No fingerprints on this one. I like that. Okay, I like that. Here's your device. Little filler. And check this out. The 120 watt fast charging brick in the box. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing, Motorola, sometimes Vivo, Sony, fucking Sony. Charger in the box where it belongs. And this is USB-A to USB Type-C. All right, so that's a nice little presentation right there. And this is going to be your device. Okay, now let me do the smell test on this one. Smells overpriced. Okay, it smells a little overpriced. $480. All right, now look, there's a lot that I don't like about this phone, but the biggest gripe is the price. Now, if this phone was $300, the same as the Chinese version, or maybe $350 because of the 200 megapixel camera, I wouldn't be complaining. But almost $500 versus $600? Come on, bro. We are not the same. Let's go through the specs real quick. Now, this one comes Now, look, I know I sound like I'm a little bit angry, but let me break it down for y'all. I hate reviewing products that I'm not really feeling because I feel like I'm wasting time. But I already put too much time using this phone, so I got to review it. Usually, if I don't like a product, I just don't review it. This one right here, like I said, I spent a whole bunch of days testing this one out and trying to make myself like it because I love Xiaomi phones. But this one just ain't do it for me. Comes in 3 different colors. You got black, blue, and purple. Now, for the display, let me go ahead and open this up. For the display, you got a 6.67-inch 1.5K AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1220 by 2712. That's 446 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, 3000 nits brightness, and a 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, it is IP68, dust and water resistant. You got Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front for protection. You got an aluminum frame, and you got Gorilla Glass 7 on the back for protection. Now, it also comes with the Eco Leather version. Let me say that correctly. The Eco Leather version, also known as vegan leather. Okay, that's a different variant you could get also. Now, for the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7S Generation 3 with the Adreno 710 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now, it comes with Android 14, okay, and it's running HyperOS 1.2 skin on top. Now, that's another thing that I don't like. Y'all seen the Poco X7 Pro? Comes with Android 15, HyperOS 2. This one's still using the previous version of Android and HyperOS. I don't like that. Now, you got either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 256 or 512 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, you got a 5,110 milliamp battery that features 120 watt fast charge. That means you can charge this phone from 0 to 100% in 35 minutes. For the cameras, on the rear, you got a triple setup. So you got a 200 megapixel wide angle, you got an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. Now, you can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second. On the front, you got a 20 megapixel wide angle lens, and you can shoot video at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now, I know, for $500 that sounds kind of crazy, but you also got dual stereo speakers, you got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, you got face unlock, you got an on-screen fingerprint sensor, you got an IR blaster, and you got second space, also known as thought protection. Now, you do have the sometimes on display. Okay, we can't call this an always on display. It's a sometimes on display because, as you're going to see for yourself, it does turn off after 10 seconds. There it is. So if you want to use always on display, you got to actually move the phone and it'll come back on. There it is. You know, the CMF phone, $280, actual always on display. You know, this is what I'm saying. These are the kind of things that I don't like. Anyway, let me pause the video, let me set everything up, and then we'll walk through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. First, let's talk about the build quality. Now, this is another thing that I don't like, but this is subjective. We got back to the days of the curved displays, curved sides, super thin, slippery feeling kind of phones, compared to what I like nowadays, the slab phones. The thick, beefy sides, like a big slab, perfectly flat displays. This is what I like. Now, I know everybody don't like that, but this is just my personal opinion. This phone has that slippery feel to it, okay, with the curved sides and everything, nice and thin. If you like that, then you're going to love this, okay? Me, personally, I just don't like it. On the back, there's your triple camera setup, okay? No fingerprints on this. Can't complain with the glass on the back. Like I said, it's Gorilla Glass 7. You got an aluminum frame, Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front. There's your IR blaster, sensors. On the bottom, dual SIM tray, USB Type-C charging slot. There's your speaker grill. On this side, you got your power button, volume rocker. Now, a couple of different ways you can open up your device. You can swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. Next, you have your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which does work flawlessly. You know, Xiaomi phones, you're never going to have an issue. Okay? And, of course, you got face unlock. Now, the face unlock is 100%. Let's do one more in a row. Bam, 3 in a row. Okay, so excellent biometrics. Now, since this is the global version, You swipe over. There's going to be your Google homepage. And one thing I want y'all to pay attention in this video, and this is part of the reason why I like doing these longer videos and I like using less edits. I want y'all to keep an eye on the phone for lag. All right, keep an eye for lag, stutters, and hiccups. Now, of course, right now, since I'm talking about it, it's going to be running nice and smooth, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute for yourself. All right, shoes, calm down. Okay, now if you swipe down, okay, here's all your quick toggles. Again, if you hit edit, you got all the rest of them. HyperOS 1.2, let me just let y'all see that, so y'all know what I'm talking about. This is HyperOS 1.0.2.0. Okay, we're already up to HyperOS 2. Let me get a little wipe down. This is my OCD kicked in. Okay, we're already up to HyperOS 2. You've seen it on the Poco X7 for $400. Why isn't it on this one for more? I don't like that. Okay, and Android 14. We damn near getting ready to get Android 16. This is on Android 14. I don't like that. Now, you do have the curved screen, so if the curved screen does work good for swiping, I will say that. But just my personal preference, I prefer the flat panel for texting. All right, now, no need to go through all of this stuff. Let's just go through the basics. Now, since this is the global version, you do have Android Auto. Okay, something to see there. If you go to, let's go to home screen. Okay, now, no, not home screen. We'll go to wallpapers and personalization. This is what I'm talking about. For always on display, no always on display. Only tap for 10 seconds. I don't like that, but you got all your Xiaomi / Redmi always on displays. Nothing to look there. Another thing that I don't like, I hate buying Xiaomi phones or Redmi phones that don't have super wallpapers. Now, you got Shoe's cousin as a wallpaper, but no super wallpapers. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. For display and brightness, you do have sunlight mode. Okay, you see I got different color temperatures. I got mine nice and cool. 120 hertz refresh rate, which you can change if you want. Drop it down to 60. Let's see, anything else we need to see here for wallpapers and personalization. You do have, let's see, for the fingerprint effects, multiple fingerprint effects. Okay, now, I was feeling a little zesty, so I went with the butterflies. Notification effects, of course, you got Starlight. More zestiness. That is what it is. Let's keep it moving here. All right, let's see. For fingerprints and face unlock, of course, everything. You got Smart Lock. Okay. Now, let's see. For battery. Now, the battery is pretty beastly, but still. 6,000 milliamps. Okay, look, and I'm going to say Jay-Z's line one more time. If you got enough money for the 5, why not the 6? Okay, if you got enough money for the BMW 545, 550, why not the M5? You know, look, I understand. It's only $100. Save an extra $100 before you drop $500 on this. Take your next paycheck, put 20 to the side. Wait another week, put another 20 to the side. Sooner or later, you have an extra $100. This is a way better phone. You're going to keep it longer. You're going to have more fun. Okay? And when I say this, I mean this. I mean this. Also, you know, I understand everybody wants the new phone from this year, but we got to snap out of that habit because you could go online if you just really like Xiaomi HyperOS, you really like Xiaomi phones, you want thought protection, you want an IR blaster. You could get a Xiaomi 13 Ultra right now, used. Of course, it's going to be used, but for $500. I got one right here for $500. Anyway, and it seems like I know it seems like I'm being hard on this phone, but part of my New Year's resolution was if I don't like something, I'm going to be more vocal about it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm not feeling. I'm going to be more vocal about it because I want y'all to save money and I want y'all to be satisfied in 2025. We all trying to be satisfied. Okay, let's see now. For additional settings, you do got your floating windows. Okay, you got a heart rate monitor. You got second space. That's your thought protection. And wait till we talk about second space. You know, second space, part of the fun of second space is that instant switch. The second space on this, matter of fact, y'all want to talk about it now? Let's talk about it right now. Let me show you what second space is. Okay, this is second space. I'm going to use my phone. You see, this is my Facebook and all of that. But now if I want a secondary phone, I'm going to use a different finger. And you see that switch? Now no Facebook. Okay? No Facebook logged in. Now if I want to switch back to my personal account, that's how it's supposed to switch. Now watch the second space on this one. Okay? Now this is my regular account. There's my Facebook. Watch this. Now I'm going to use a different finger. Okay, now it's switched over. No Facebook logged in. Oh, look, another load. Okay, no Facebook logged in. Exit out of that. Now let me switch back. Okay, now we switch back. Little loading time. More loading time. More loading time. Little vibrations. And now we back. And every time you switch back, you're going to have to adjust your brightness again. You see, that almost kills the fun of second space. Second space is supposed to be quickly clandestine, one button press. Somebody say, oh, the cops pull you over. Let me see your phone. Quickly switch over. Here's the phone. Your girl want to see your phone. Quickly switch over. Here's the phone. You don't want to be switching. Hold on a second. Switch. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. And when I say thought protection, I just be trying to be a little funny here and there, but I'm not only talking about for that. We all got kids. Your kid ever says, "Oh, Dad, let me use your phone," and you're like, "Oh, you want to give them the phone, but you don't want them to see your scumbag photos. You want to just be able to switch right over. You don't want waiting and loading." Okay, now that one wasn't too bad. But when you're used to instantaneous, let's try that again. More loading. Okay, well, that one wasn't that bad, but it varies. I'm glad it took long the first. Look, here it is. I'm glad it took long the first time, but I'm glad I'm doing this live. Look, okay, hold on a second. Now, after that, you got to go back to brightness and adjust your brightness back. Again, just in case you wasn't paying attention, that's my regular phone, and that's the switch. No loading. All right, shoes, I'm trying to show something. Look at that. And now, if you use any Xiaomi, and that's one of the things about Xiaomi and Redmi phones, unless you buy the flagship version. Now, if I did the same thing with a 13 Ultra or 14 Ultra or 14 Pro, any high-end Xiaomi phone, it's going to switch instantaneously. But the mid-range phones, thought protection or second space, is just not the best. Not the best. All right, so was there anything else we needed to see with settings? Okay, so you do have AI services. Now, you do have some AI on this phone. Okay, so you got AI notes, the gallery. You can edit some photos. You got the AI recorder, which works pretty good. And you got circular search. Okay, we'll look at all that in a minute. And again, just keep your eye on the lag. So that's pretty much it for the settings. Let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com. Snapdragon 7S Generation 3. Yeah, this is a beast processor. Nothing to complain about with the processor. Okay? I am not complaining about the processing power at all. Now, if you want to, we could do a little split screen multitasking. Okay? So there's Apple and Facebook. And one of the things that separates this from the OnePlus, watch this, we'll go to Instagram. You can actually split Instagram. All right, so you can't split Instagram on your OnePlus. Oh, some Diddy news. Okay, we have to get back to that in the RDA test. Now let's see how many apps I got running in the background. A lot of apps. Close them out on once. Okay, so I'm not complaining about the web browsing speeds or the processing power. All right, so one thing I do want to mention about this phone, it is super durable. Okay, it is super durable. Now, if you're buying this phone because you always break phones and you worry about that Gorilla Glass and you want protection, this phone is super durable. And if you don't believe me, check out my man Ben from Ben's Gadgets. He did a super drop test on this. Watch this. He did a super drop test, super durability test. He was going crazy with this phone. Okay, IP68, dropping it all over the place, up and down, like 5-6 times, concrete floors. Look, he threw it in the water. If y'all notice, you see my videos on there. That's why I got to show love to Ben, okay? When he threw it in the water, I just had to pay my respects. You got to pay it forward sometimes. There's my video right there. But watch this. Let's go to the drop test. Let's see. Okay, hold on. We'll go to the drop test. We got a water test, touch sensitivity test, scratch test. Look at the drop test. Look at the drop test. He dropped this a bunch of times with no screen protector. Watch this. Watch this. With the screen facing up. Shoes. Look at that. Okay, no scratches at all. So if you're looking for durability, yeah, this phone is super durable. I'm not gonna drop mine all over the place because one of y'all probably want to buy this from me, and I'm selling it dirt cheap. All right, so now let's test out the dual stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass in it? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, hella.
No complaints with the speakers. They sound nice and loud. I cover up the bottom. Here's the top.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it?
You can feel a little bit of bass. Nice clarity.
That's the sound, baby. That's a sound test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rebier. No issues with the speakers on this at all. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful 1.5K AMOLED panel. Now, I definitely can't complain about this. Full screen, basically bezel-less, excellent viewing angles, up to 3,000 nits brightness, and if you like curved displays, you're gonna like how this one feels. Look at that. HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision. Looks beautiful. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's try a little gaming. We get Asphalt Legends. Here we go. Snapdragon 7S Generation 3. Okay. That's how I've actually been playing, so I got a new level right here. Woo! Hold up. Through the water like that, let's go. Woo! Get up out of there. I was actually playing this on PS5 the other night. Such a loser. Look at that. Nice and smooth up. Let's turn the volume down. Again, it's just my personal preference that I don't like the build quality of this. I like feeling that slab phone, but I'm not gonna just be a complete scumbag and bash on this phone. The processing power is excellent, gaming is excellent, the display is excellent, speakers excellent. And like I said, if you like these curved displays and this, these sleek feeling phones, you're gonna love this. Okay, it's not just a hate fest on this one for me. But like I said, no issues gaming on this, okay? Powerful processing power. Powerful processing power. All right, so now let's talk about AI. You do have some AI features such as Google Circle to Search, okay? Just hold down the bottom. Let's see what phone this is right here. This is the Poco X7. Okay, there it is. Did your Google Circle to Search. If you go to your gallery, let me pull up a photo real quick. Now, I will talk about the camera in a minute. You could do stuff like this. Let's go to Edit. Okay, so we'll do AI. So if you want to do some AI erasing, erase that ice cream so I don't look like a complete fatty. All right, the magic eraser does work. Okay, I can just save that if I want. Let me go ahead and discard that. Or we can do stuff like this. Now, this one is actually kind of fun. Let's go to AI. We'll do sky. Say I want to change this to a night shot. Little crimson. Change it to night. That's kind of cute. Change it to warmth. All right, let's do warmth. Warmth. I change it to warmth. AI. So you do have AI on that, and I can just save that. Change it to a night photo. Let's discard it. Back to the daytime. Pretty dope. You do have your AI recorder. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, I hope y'all having a good day. What's going on? I hope y'all keeping y'all New Year's resolutions. Me, I'm trying to unbig my back, and I'm actually doing that. Bang. Now we hit play. Okay, get some volume. Check 1, 2, 3. Anyway, I hope y'all having a good day. Now, if I go to text, I can actually change this to a different language. And I'm actually doing transcribe it to Spanish. Look at that. Okay, I can actually transcribe it to Spanish, and then when it's finished, I can do an AI summary. Now, of course, let me go to text. Oh, okay, well, I have to talk longer, but you can do AI summary. So the voice text, the voice to text, everything works. Okay, that's your AI. So you do have some AI features, and you got interpreter. If you're talking to somebody, you can go back and forth and switch languages. All right, so now let's talk about the camera. Now, you got a bunch of different shooting modes. You got documents. You got 200 megapixels, which I'll take a quick shot right now. Got shoes right here. Shoes out here breathing extra hard. Okay. This is 200 megapixels. Okay, not bad at all, not bad. Not bad. You got videos, which you could do wide angle all the way up to 6x zoom. 4K 30 frames per second is the max on the rear. 1080p 60 frames on the front. You got regular photos, you got wide angle all the way up to, look at this, we still going, 30x zoom. You got portrait mode. You got night mode, okay, which you can do wide angle, and you got more. So you got pro mode, panorama, slow motion, dual video, front and back, time lapse, and long exposure. Now, the question that you want to know, and I want to know also, does this phone pass my infamous zoom test? Here's the answer. Can you read that? Now, I already know what it says, but if I didn't know what that says, I couldn't read it. So that means this phone does not pass my zoom test. Now, just for argument's sake, I'm going to pull up a OnePlus 13. Okay, now here's the OnePlus 13. Still, not the best cameras on the market, but you can actually read this. Look at the difference. You can actually read it. Now, I just want to show y'all one more for argument's sake. Here's the Oppo. Okay, look at the difference with the Oppo. You could clearly read that. And just in case I know you're saying, oh, 200 megapixels, that's the same as the Galaxy. Here's the Galaxy. You can clearly read it too. Okay, so it did not pass my infamous zoom test. But as far as everything else, as far as the regular photos, daytime photos, they look pretty good. Nighttime photos, iffy. You know, nighttime photos, I could go either way. Not the best. If you notice, like some of the nighttime photos, you get this yellowish tint. Some they do, some they don't. Like I'll show you another one. This one came out pretty great. I'll post these. But the food pictures actually look great. And if you zoom in, look at that. Look at that. Look at that lobster. You know, in optimal conditions, the calamari, my favorite. The calamari. Look at that. The camera is pretty good, but it's just mid. Okay, it's mid. It's definitely mid. But take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Now, this phone does have an IR blaster with the Me Remote app already built in. And you can add remotes for your TV, your cable box, your fan, your receivers, your projectors, your RGB lights. Basically, anything you got on deck. Now, as you can see, I got my Sony TV already set up. But let me show you how I use this in the real world upstairs in my office. All right, so I'm sitting up in the office. I just finished working. Now I want to turn off all of my TVs using one phone. Okay, so let's start off with the Samsung TVs. Just like that. Another one. Just like that. Now we'll switch over to LG TV. Press the button. Just like that. And now let's switch over to Sony TV. Press the button. Just like that. The IR blaster is so clutch for me. This is a major go. All right, so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now you just spent almost $500 on a brand new phone. Let's see how it works in the real world. Now this phone doesn't have wireless charge, no always on display. But it does have 120 watt fast charge. What does that mean? You don't have to sleep with it on the charger. Okay, you can sleep with it right in your bed. When you plug it in the morning, see that quick charge? 40 minutes later, you're gonna be fully charged up. Okay, so what I like to do is just sleep with it right in the bed on my pillow. And when I wake up, charge it up. Okay, now no always on display. You got the sometimes on display. All you got to do is tap it, and you actually see your time, date, notifications, and your battery percentage. Next, I just pick up the phone and look at it. Excellent biometrics. Okay, first thing we got to do, check the weather. Okay, 34 degrees. Extra breezy out here. Okay, the hawk is out here in New York, as we used to say. Swipe over once. Let's go to Google homepage. Now you see, look, check this out. The first 75 Xiaomi phones to get Android 16. Okay, we're already up to almost Android 16. And let's see if this phone is on that list. Okay, Xiaomi devices. Okay, Redmi devices. Okay, check this out. We got the Redmi 14 Pro Plus 5G. It's definitely gonna get the Android 16 with the HyperOS update eventually. But my gripe is, for $500 almost, it should be Android 15 right now. Okay, why we talking about 16? We didn't even get the 15 yet. Okay, now I gotta watch this later. We got the official Mia gameplay trailer. I don't even want to see it now. Okay, let's see. How many software updates will a OnePlus 13 get? Anyway. Okay, let's see. Redmi Note, what you call it, got a review? GSM Arena. Okay, for the Note 14 Pro Plus. Again, this phone is not bad. It's just mid. Now, now this is the one I'm waiting for. Everybody been asking me, am I waiting for the Galaxy S25? This is the one I'm waiting for. The Honor Magic 7 RSR. Now, personally, if I'm about to get a phone or I'm hype about it, I don't want to see no videos on it. So I'm not watching no videos on that phone until I get mine. I got the Honor Magic 7 right now, but I want the Porsche version. Okay, we got some new movie trailers. Anyway, okay, let's exit out of that. Boom. Okay, next, let's go to, now let me swipe the widgets. You see this is Android 14. So we do got the Android 14 widgets. Let's do a little work segment of the day. Okay. What's good? Bong, send it like that. And then what I like to do is immediately throw this into a floating window. Okay? And then minimize it. So at any moment, I could come back to that. Again, I don't have any problems with the processing power of this phone. Now, let's see. Right now, I haven't seen any real juicy lag yet, but when I was using it, I was getting little pockets of lag here and there. Let's go to Facebook. Okay, so here's your Facebook. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, people I may know. Interesting. Okay, people I may know. Who this? DJ Flamboyant. Okay. Oh, now I just got these in the mail today. The smart goggles. I'm doing a self-care check video over the weekend. And these right, I can't wait to try these out. Because it's 2025, man. You got to start taking care of yourself. I'm doing a self-care check video. Okay, let's see. Raekwon got married. Shout out to the chef. Okay. All right, let's see. For some reason, B Pumper and Lloyd Banks, they do look alike. That's very funny. That's kind of funny. All right, anyway, so here's how your Facebook is going to look. 120 hertz refresh rate. And at any moment, I can go back to my Gmails or get that out the way. Now, if we want to, we go ahead and split this because we want to go to X next. Okay, so we split that, and then we'll be on X. And if we want to, let's go full screen X. Okay, now let's go to mentions. See if anybody's talking about me. Let's see, does the Ace Fast still sell the A23 wall charger? I don't know. That was my first time using the Ace Fast product. And you know what's funny? Speaking of Ace Fast, y'all seen this video? Hold up. This video right here. The Ace Fast. Soon as I review these and I say these are officially my new favorite open style earbuds, Shocks dropped the open fit 2s. So I just ordered the open fit 2s, so those should be coming in the next couple of days. All right, let's see anything else we need to see on Facebook. Let's see. Now I was in this thread. Will Flossy Carter call the Galaxy S25 Ultra the S25 Ultra Alpha Omega Supreme, aka Galactus 4.0, or something else? I'm actually going to a little secret meeting with Samsung in the next couple of days, and I'm going to play with the phone. I'm going to actually use it. I can't call it anything else than Galactus until they change the shape and change. It has to have some major changes. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at Galactus 4.0. We need some major changes, and I'm not talking about just removing the Bluetooth S Pen, which I'm gonna have to officially cook them. If Samsung has the balls to do that, I'm cooking. They better have Qi 2 wireless charging on the back, otherwise it's gonna be a bloodbath. All right, let's see. This is what I call petty. Let's see. Let's see. President Ricardo. Let's see. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been following politics, and I'm not following politics for 2025, man. I'm focusing on mental health, man. I don't care about the politics this year. All right, the best phone ever? Yeah, what phone is that? Oh, S25, okay. Anyway, Sony fucking Sony. All right, so this is how your Twitter's going to look. X. Nice and smooth. Exit out of that. Now, maybe I was over-exaggerating the lag. Maybe I'm really thinking about just the switching from, second space lag. Maybe that really stuck in my mind. So if I don't really see too much major lags, all right, so I'm going to have to retract that statement. Let's take it over to TikTok. TikTok in the last days. Okay, iPhone 16 Pro Max versus the Galaxy S24. Come on, bro. All right, this is the iPhone zoom. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let's see the Galaxy zoom. Because some of y'all need to see this because y'all don't understand what's going on. Here's the difference in the Galaxy zoom. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see which one looks better. We're already too deep into the video. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, bro. The Galaxy is destroying it. The Galaxy destroyed. It's not even close. All right, this is my man Annabong. You got the new Omen over at CES. I got the new Omen joint. Let me get in and like that show. Let me stop being a hater and show some love. Since I ain't go to CES, I'm just not watching nobody's CES videos. Let me stop being a hater. All right, so this is whoa. Have a jump. Okay, so we got, what is it, a new PSP? Oh, okay, so some cap stuff. All right, anyway. So here's how your TikTok is going to look. Ooh. I can't wait to see how this Galaxy looks in real life. All right, so anyway, exit out of that. That's your TikTok. Let's take it over to Instagram. It's a lot of spiciness going down on Instagram. Okay, I'm in the hunt for a new crib out in Vegas. Okay, now I really ain't, but I really am, but I ain't. Okay, attempted stabbing. We don't need to see that. Kanye got some new sneakers out. Yo, did y'all see this story right here? This is why AI is getting out of hand. Somebody used AI to make a whole bunch of AI Brad Pitt photos and then scam this lady out of $80,000. So he sent a whole bunch of these photos. She's thinking that she's talking to Brad Pitt. Hold up. Let me exit out of that. Come on. Look at this. The AI photos. AI photos of Brad Pitt and then scammed her. Now, if you think you dating Brad Pitt online, you just want, I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm skipping all political stuff this year. Okay, Starbucks. Okay. All right, let's see. Anyway, so here's how your Instagram is gonna look. Okay, so whoa. Hold on, let me come back. What was that? What was that? A lot of camel activities going on. Hey, moose knuckle activity. Anyway, all right, so maybe I was look at those. What's these? I don't know if I would rock those. I don't know. I probably would though. I'm dumb enough to rock some stuff like that. Anyway, okay. So this is how your Instagram is gonna look, and I'm gonna exit out of that. Now let's see how many apps we got open in the background. Again, so maybe I was over-exaggerating the lag. Maybe the lag is just, I'm so used to using second space and switching so fast, that kind of scarred me a little bit, made me not want to use it. But I guess in day-to-day activities, this is going to be lag-free. I'm mad enough to admit when I made a mistake. Okay, so not too much lag on this, not too much lag. But I did have a few hiccups occasionally, like opening and closing apps. It took a little bit longer. But right now, it looks like everything is going smooth. Let's try that second space one more time. See if they can redeem themselves. Okay, let's switch over to the second space. Okay, I mean, not too bad for mid-range status. Let's see, no Instagram. Okay, no Instagram logged in. Exit out of that. You see? You see? This is what I'm talking about. So maybe it's the second space part that's getting on my nerves. Yeah, you see that? No gallery. Yeah, you see how everything is just, it's the second space that's a little choppy. The second space activity is a little underwhelming. Let's switch back. Okay. All right, any day now. Now, if you try to use this in the real world, the second space for thought protection, you're getting busted. All right, your girl gonna be like, give me that goddamn phone. What's taking so long? Why is it doing it? Your girl gonna be like, yo, let me see your phone. You're gonna be like, all right, hold on one second. You're gonna be like, hold on one second. Here you go, babe. She's like, what's this? What's this? All right, yeah, hold on a second. All right, let's try that one more time. Yeah, okay, look. All right, here's the phone. Here you go. Hold on one second, babe. All right, here you go. Yeah, come on, bro. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Maybe I'm just being picky. Maybe I'm being petty, but they do call me Petty Roosevelt. But am I really being picky? Let's be honest. Am I really being picky? Let's try that again. Am I really being petty? I'm used to like this. All right, watch this. See, this is my regular home screen. Let's go to Instagram. All right. Look now. Let's say I'm on Instagram. Right? This is my actual Instagram. Exit out of that. Now say your girl's like, yo, let me see your phone real quick. All right, hold on a second. All right, here you go, babe. But before you even gave it to her, all right, let me see it. Where's your Instagram? Let me go to your Facebook. No Facebook logged in. Let me see your gallery real quick. Oh, okay, you only got photos of the cat. Give me back my phone here. All right, you take your phone back. Bond, press the button. Look at that switch. Now look at my gallery. My full gallery. Now, I'm not being petty. Keep in mind, this is $500 and this is $600. I'm going to say it one more time. Okay? If you got enough money for the 5, why not the 6? Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Overall, let me get a little wipe down and let me stop being petty, but overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, this phone is definitely a go. And I say it's a major go. My biggest gripe would be the price. Okay, no wireless charge, no always on display. Android 14, no Hyper OS 2. If this phone was the same price as the Chinese version, now we got to talk about that real quick because you see, let me show you something. You see, the Chinese version is done right. The Chinese version of the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. $299. All right, so let's select the color. Now this one comes in a few different colors. Let's do green. Let's do 12 gigs, 256, 350, and that's exactly what I said for 12 gigs, 256, 350. Let's see. Oh no, that's not even 250. Okay, that's 300 for 256. Let's do black. We'll do 12 gigs, 512 gigs of storage. $329. Now this is 512 gigs of storage. This should be exactly the same. You see the difference with the cameras? This one has 50, 50, and 8 versus 208 and 2. I'd rather have 50, 50, and 8 over 208 and 2. This one actually has a bigger battery. 6,200 milliamp battery with 90 watt fast charge. This is one of those times that the Chinese version is better than the global version. Only difference with the global version, it's going to work on all your carriers with no issues. You're going to get Android Auto, and you're going to get the luxury of swiping over and having your Google homepage and minimum Chinese bloatware apps. But is that worth paying instead of paying $329 for same storage version? Is that worth paying almost $500? Hell no. Okay, hell no. Anyway, this is the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise. Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
Hey guys, Jerry Springer here. Subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real reviews. He has a tech channel on YouTube, and he already has over 2 million subscribers, so give him a look. You may like it, and it could be very useful. Take care of yourself and each other.